if you prove to someone who had a religion that their God wasn't real, they're not going to shake your hand and be like, hey, man, thank you for telling me the truth. They're going to fucking put a bomb on and blow you up, bro. One of the things that I did was and by the way, love Owen Cook. He's one of my favorite people, and he's probably the best public speaker I've ever seen live. But Owen, a lot of the guys in the pickup community, I felt like a lot of the guys who were in that community felt like pickup failed them, and we built kind of a brand off of that. And the brand basically was, you guys are showing way too much intent. You don't have any female friends. You can't get in any cool parties. Your social media sucks. You're out of shape, and you don't know how to dress. And so I attacked that segment, and my clients got results very quickly. But like, just imagine if you've spent 18 years telling dudes that men and women can't be friends, and then you see my ad. You'd be like, what the fuck is this, dude? And you'd be so angry. You'd be like, this is bullshit. This can't be true. And then you see 1,500 clients, hundreds of testimonials. And then you start to say, wait a second, was my God not real? Have I been praying to a religion that wasn't real? So the hate I get, it's like if you prove to someone who had a religion that their God wasn't real, they're not going to shake your hand and be like, hey, man, thank you for telling me the truth. They're going to fucking put a bomb on and blow you up, bro. And so like there's people right now who have businesses, and my existence is so fucking inconvenient to them because they're still teaching 2005 pickup shit. And I'm like, hey, man, just to let you know, like, guys will come and do the pickup boot camps at like XS. I'll give you an example, XS or Omni or whatever. And they'll be like, yeah, man, we're all here talking to 9s and 10s. And I'm like, bitch, I'm on the stage. All the 9s and 10s are on the stage. And I don't mean some of them. All of them are on the stage.
Every single
and you cannot get up here. So stop telling me that you're talking to 9s and 10s. Meanwhile, I have videos of me with hundreds and hundreds of 9s and 10s to prove the point that what I'm saying works and what you say doesn't work. Now, what I just did right there, it's very similar to when I use evolutionary psychology to describe like innate differences between men and women. Because what I do is very hard to argue with, they hate it even more because it's not just my opinion anymore.
First they hate you, then they copy you.
Yes.
So you're going to be copied. You'll see Michael Sartain duplicates.
So there's already 3 right now, and by the way, I don't mind these guys. Like honestly, any guy who's teaching Social Circle, at least you're not teaching like high intent, blow me or blow me out pickup. I don't mind that you guys are doing this. The ones that I have a problem with are the ones that are like repeating the stuff I say and then trying to bag on me on their ads. Like this is one guy, he was like literally copying me word for word, and they said, and you don't have to do things like throw charity events and like that's clearly an like shot at me, and you wouldn't even have a business if you didn't like probably bootleg my course from someone else. There's another big guy right now. I know his roommate had my course. He watched my entire course, and he's like literally copying words I'm saying verbatim. And I'm not mad because he isn't talking shit about me. I don't mind if you steal my shit. Just don't sit there and then just. Then I have another client literally built his entire brand based off me and then blocked me. And I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like you don't have you could have been our affiliate. We could make you so much money.
He blocked me too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it's like the problem is I had Justin Waller say this to me. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. I was like, Justin, you guys know who Justin Waller is, right? And like Andrew Tate's partner.
Yes.
So I was talking to Justin and I go, he's going to start a course at some point. I was like, are you going to teach dating? He goes, well, I really don't think that guys want to learn dating from a Giga Chad. And I was like, that is the most insightful shit I have ever heard. Now, to be honest, if Justin Waller taught a dating course, I would buy it. Because Justin Waller is a fucking G. But it was very insightful for him to do it. One of my clients, super good-looking guy, trying to teach guys dating, and I'm like, bro, like they just don't grasp. They're born on third base and thought they hit a triple. So it's one of those type of situations. And so we have that situation happen frequently, but I don't mind as long as they just don't talk shit about me. We can all make money together, and we can affiliate for each other. And in fact, say like Corey Chaloff's a great example. Corey, come speak on my shit. I'll speak on Corey's stuff. That's the reason why, because he's great. We have a very similar product. Austin Dunham teaches something kind of similar to what I do, and I love it. We have no issue. FitX Fearless and me almost completely agree on everything. These guys, we're not competition for each other because we have different parts of the segment, different segments. I'd go a little bit more for prior military, doctors, lawyers, divorcees, guys like that. That's kind of more with a little bit of sprinkle of club promoter in there. Some of these guys are like the black manosphere, and so that's their main shtick. But as far as that's concerned, yeah, man, that's the only thing that I've noticed is that the copying, it's anyone who you hear says you need to be friends with women to get you into fucking hotter places. If you know 50 girls, you get into the Playboy Mansion for free. If you don't know 50 girls, it's $1,800. So it's like, and by the way, getting to Bilzerian's party, there is no. When he was doing the Ignite parties, I don't know. You guys know him back when he was doing the Ignite parties.
No,
but
I wish.
The Ignite parties, you can't buy your way into those.
No,
I would bring 90 girls to those parties. So what I'm saying is true. Anyone who says bring girls to things or be friends with women, they got it from me. I have videos of me in 2008 saying this shit. Anybody who says that they did it before me is just lying. And so that's the main thing that I contributed to it. So going back to what you said before, when I do that, just imagine if someone else, not just their product, but their existence was so deleterious to your brand. That's exactly why some dudes are making 8, 9, 10 video like hit pieces on me.
Oh no.
And now that you guys have started, now that you guys have started building your personal brands, have you guys had any haters?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Just check the comment section of some of my videos. They're like, this guy fucking lives in his basement. Fuck, this guy's a scammer. I was like, I don't even have a product to sell you.
I think
I'm literally putting this shit out there for free.
That's half the reason they're all mad though. Is they're like, what is he selling? Like he's like selling something, and then they can't find anything that we're selling because we're not.
Well, we're not selling anything.
But do you understand?
How is he scamming people?
Yeah, like, how are we scamming?
You literally have nothing.
It's the same mechanism. You guys are not professional athletes, movie stars. I mean, you're good looking, but not outrageously good looking where people are trying to take photos of you. Your normal dudes, they kept trying to go from one NFT scam to the next fucking binary option scam to the next scam, and they couldn't make any money. And you guys are. So your existence is incredibly inconvenient to their narrative.
Yes.
That's why you get hate. Does that make sense?
For
yes.
sure.
If your narrative is I am short and I am Indian, therefore I cannot get pretty girls, and then you look at the like 50 short Indian dudes in Men of Action who are dating hot girls, my existence now becomes incredibly inconvenient to the lies that you tell yourself and to the victim mentality that you have. That's warm blanket of victimhood that you can put around yourself. That victimhood does. We had Tristan said this the other day. Is like Raj destroys all of my objections. Do you remember him saying that? I have this one client lives in Manhattan. Fucking guys, he's under 6 feet tall. He's Indian, wears a turban, and is dating the fucking hottest girls. And it's like all the Indian clients are like, "Fuck, bro! Like, what do I do?
Should I start wearing a turban?"
Well,
exactly. They start thinking they need what he has. Yeah.
And then the biggest example of all is, oh no, Dan didn't make that money from playing poker. Bullshit. I have seen the actual wire transfers between Alec Gores, Sam McGee, and Dan Bilzerian. At least I have seen with my own eyes $54 million.
Also, too, you can just look at his fucking setup. You can't inherit that.
Yeah, you can't, exactly.
You have to build that meticulously over a period of time and be him. But you have to be him. You can't just fucking inherit what you have.
What does that mean, though? That means, oh, you guys could have staked a bunch of people and made a bunch of money in poker, and you didn't do it. Oh, that means you could have taken all this fucking risk and done that. That means you could have posted that crazy shit on Instagram and you didn't do it. Now you don't have an excuse anymore. It's easier to just say Dan's dad left him money. But we can never say whether he did or didn't. I don't believe that he did, but I know
in his book it was like $1 million.
Yeah,
and he got it after he was already fucking
and
rich.
after he paid taxes. Because he had there was like 2013 he had a jet, and he didn't get the money until he was 35, something like that. The point is we can never prove whether or not any money was let back. What I do know is that he absolutely, unequivocally, without any doubt whatsoever, and fuck it, who's that poker player that he dunked on? He went on some guy's show and just proved it. He won $54 million in 1 year playing poker. That is absolutely unassailable. So if that's the case, then you could have done that, and you didn't do it. And so now his existence, at being a guy who's 5'9", who's slept with thousands of women and makes is worth over $100 million or $200 million, whatever he's worth, his existence now is incredibly inconvenient to your narrative.
Correct.
So fuck Dan. That's it. That's what happens next. And so that's where the hate comes from. And so Dan gets more of it than all of us combined. And you see why. Then you hang out with him and you're like, yo, what the fuck? And then you watch the girls show up, bring their girlfriends over to his place, and you're like, oh, it's real. It's exactly the way he describes it. None of this is bullshit. And then it's just like, it's one of these crazy things where it's like, okay, now, damn, like when I see that, Dan was one of the main reasons why I did this. Ty Lopez was another one. It's like, I just want to learn from them. I only want to learn. When it comes to pre-selection, Dan is the first guy I want to learn to. When it comes to running ads, Ty Lopez is one of the first guys I want to run to. I'm probably going to follow you guys when it comes to affiliates, for sure. I want to learn from these guys. And so that's the thing. When you see someone, rule number 5 in MOA, when you see someone doing better than you, follow what they're doing.
Facts.
Don't talk shit about them.
Don't
understand. Neil Patel, you got who Neil Patel is?
Yeah.
Big SEO guy. Neil said, when someone is making more money than you, what it is that they're better at the game of money. They're better at the game of business. That's all it means. For you to hate on them, again, do we know rich people who are fucking miserable people who do a bunch of cocaine and cheat on their wives and shit? Of course. Just do the rich part, not the cheat on your wives and the cocaine part.
Yes.
That's it. Let's just take the good parts and leave the bad parts.
I'm looking for 5 men who want to learn how to level up their social circle and attract high-quality women using nothing but your IG in 5 days. If this is you, hit the link below.